Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing Black Mirror 2. Well, we have had few adventurers before this. Got caught twice, escaped twice, and now we're back in the hotel and Angelina wants to meet us, and obviously she's saying that yes, she's trying to help us, she's with us, come to meet me, blah blah blah. But yeah, I still really don't trust her because that would well, there is a possibility there's three different parties. The Order, who wants to court me for some reasons. I'm guessing some sinister reason. They are not going to. Well, they have killed me a few times, basically, but most of the times it feels like they are trying to court me, imprison me for something. And the bum or tramp in the wheelchair that I am deaf and whatnot. So maybe there's something behind that. Maybe I'm not the hero of the story. So there's the Order. Then there's the old lady Morgan, which name eludes me, but she was in the first one also. And I think she's behind with the Bobby and Tom. Was it Tom? And she obviously probably tries to hinder the Order or make their plans irrelevant. It would seem like it, at least. And then there's the Angelina. So either Angelina is third party, not tied to the Order and the old lady Morgan, or she's most likely part of the Order. But I could be wrong. Anyways, we will find out after we're going to see the chronicle, I mean. But let's see what we have. I need answer. Angela apparently interested in the Gordon's blood. Okay. Angela is saying she was able to free herself. But that's interesting. Why was it alluded that Angelina was dead? And the person who was following him was the PI. And that PI could be connected to the old lady Morgan. Angelina's been studying this before she met us. Okay. Anyways, well, and would explain everything to me. That will be interesting to see. Can I trust her? She lied to me right from the start. That much is clear. But why would she do it? How can she justify doing that? Sorry. I need to get myself some more information before I walk straight into some kind of a trap. I want to believe her, I want to forgive her, but I don't want to be naive. Well, you are learning, at least there's that, hopefully. Wants to meet. Anything else? I don't think there's really the Order. Unfortunately, I need to be able to leave back the book. And okay, let's see. Still well and Greek, no. Gordon family tree. I was so Tom and Bob belong to the Order, or at least being told what to do by them. But I don't think they belong to the Order. If they would be part of the Order, why would they drag me to the different place? Which is obviously which was off branch of the Morgans area, Wales. Again, I can't remember her name or either, but that's not the end of it. Anything you have?
No. I don't know what I could ask Murray right now.
So that's that. I'm pretty confident we are not able to read the chronicles, because if the vision seemed true, that would suggest that it will be burned. I could be wrong though, it could happen much later, so we will see. Yes, I missed pictures. Apparently it opens drafts and whatnot when you take pictures of the areas. I don't really even try to bother any more with those. But let's see if we can finally, well, maybe if we can leave through the book. Can we get inside? Okay, it's updated. Why? I'm gonna read the chronicle and then hopefully I'll be able to see a little more clearly. Well, yes, hopefully. Latest entry from here. Nothing more. Again, these tourists. Maybe nothing too sinister. Maybe sinister, who knows?
I wouldn't know what to talk about with these two.
Well, okay. So let's move forward. Oh. Could you please move?
I wouldn't know what to talk about with these two.
No, I want to see the display cabinet.
Bobby's gone, but I'm not gonna get my hands on the book as long as these tourists are around. Perhaps I could hide and wait until the museum closes.
That's an idea. Well, there's the chest. Can I go somewhere in here? What do we have here? Weak model, button, shredding machine, button. Pivoting window.
The window is locked and alarmed. The window is locked and alarmed.
Yes, it is. Can I do something about it? I have a feeling that at some point, but maybe not at the moment. It would be interesting to see the librarian. She might be the only one who is at least a little bit on our side, because her brother was killed by the sinister forces. I can't go in the chest. That's too bad. What? Can I do anything in the cupboard?
A great place to hide.
Really? Apparently it is.
So I've just gotta wait. The museum closes in an hour. Hard to believe that I really did fall asleep. But it's only just after 9, and I've got enough time to have a look at the Chronicle and then go to the lighthouse. It's damn dark here. Good that at least a few lights are left on overnight.
I'll make a save. Yes, I checked. There are 6 chapters in this game. I don't know how long they will take to complete, but we will continue moving forward. So, will this chronicle be destroyed afterwards? Or did I see something else? But, well, let's read.
And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church, free of all the conventions, and over and above all earthly jurisdiction. Commit yourselves only to your one aim, that you may take control of that higher power. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. We stand in the darkness, in the shadows, and look into the light, invisible to all who may impede us. For if no one knows we exist, then we cannot be stopped. Therefore, my brothers, hold to these rules. The members of the order shall not be known to one another. Only the high priest of the order shall be able to call every member by name and rank. At order assemblies, every brother shall be masked so that none may recognize him. No outsider may be informed by the order, neither purposely nor through carelessness. Be wary, my brothers. Behave inconspicuously, but be wary. The day on which you must prove yourselves will come sooner than you think.
Oh, okay. Am I? We have already read that part. Didn't I open the cabinet? Ah, turnover. Sorry, my bad. So this would be a new text. I thought it would do that automatically. I should have been more observant. What did I say? Observant? Yes.
Let's have a look then. This is where the part about the Order seems to begin. Only the brave actions of this valiant man preserved us from Mordred. It is to him, Father Matthias, that we owe for our life and freedom. Let his name not be forgotten, no less his doings, which we carry with us in our hearts. But nevermore shall the destiny of our community lie on the shoulders of one man alone. A man who may not possess the strength of Father Matthias and cannot withstand the powers of evil as he did. Therefore, a secret society shall be founded. The most decent and brave men of our community shall belong to it. They shall guard the academy and the key, the sacrifice room and the scriptures. They shall be the very men that stand between the world and the abyss. They shall pass their knowledge of Mordred and his dark forces from generation to generation. They shall be the descendants of Father Matthias in both spirit and action, for he gave himself for the well-being of us all. Does that mean the Order want to prevent Mordred from gaining power again? 100-year-old crazy ass. Crazy. But assuming the people in the Order really believe in it, then why are they after me? I don't intend to bring Mordred or any other bad spirits back into the world. And even if, how could I? These guys are completely nuts. People have been murdered here because of this ghost story. And Angelina, does she believe in this? Time that I ask her just that. We're gonna meet at the lighthouse soon.
Okay, hold on that thought. So, okay, the Order is the good guys. At least we assume so for now. Of course, their methods are something, but it would seem that their idea was either capture us and keep us locked certain amount of time, or in a worst case scenario, probably kill. But it felt that in the bunker they were trying to keep us locked away. So there's absolutely, it seems like there's a timeline when something will happen, and that will have an effect on us. So it could be that Angelina is the opposite of the things, and she wants to get the evil side on rolling, maybe. But then the old lady, Morgan, is, well, she might be thinking that neither part are good, not the Order, not the Angelina, and just tries to keep everything away from that. That could be it, maybe. Anything we can do here? No. So let us leave. Wooden plate.
A run-of-the-mill wooden board. It's part of the sewing machine.
Yes.
I'm sure no one will notice if this piece of wood goes missing. I'll take it.
Take it. Anything inside the cupboard I need?
The cupboard wasn't such a bad place to hold up. I was so tired I fell asleep. Fortunately, I haven't missed my date with Angelina.
Fortunately, you didn't snore and nobody heard about it. Trash bucket, what's in there?
Huh. Hardly anything in it. Oddly surprising, considering how little seems to go on here. Huh. I can see a tissue, some pieces of paper, and a chewing gum wrapper.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do now.
Chewing gum, wrapped in aluminum foil. I just need a paper clip and then I can build an atomic bomb.
I have a sneaky suspicion. I can't remember which one of the Beverly Hills Cop movies it was, 1 or 2. It might be 2. You use the foil from the chewing gum paper to bypass the security of the window. To be honest, I don't think that works, obviously, but in the movies it worked, and I'm guessing we're doing the same thing because I'm almost certain we are not leaving from the front door. I'm guessing we go from the window from the back room.
The windows are closed off with heavy shutters, and they're probably alarmed. I'll not get out of there unnoticed.
Yeah.
The door will be locked. And I guess it's also alarmed. I have to find myself another way out of here.
So I'm guessing we use the wooden board on the hatchet thingy, and then we use the foil to the alarm not going off, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. Shredding machine, that's what it was. So let's use this first. I may have played these games too much.
The shred is covered.
But honestly, so far I feel that in this game, the puzzle's been, well, obviously gamey somewhat, but still quite logical. Nothing too hard. Oh, do I need to check the...
There are 2 metal strips. One on the wall and one on the window. That's gotta be a pretty simple alarm. As soon as you open the window, the contact is broken and the alarm is triggered.
Yeah, and you use the... I think it was Beverly Hills 2. Beverly Hills Cop 2. So you use the tin foil to the alarm.
You can't say movies aren't educational. That should be enough. The electricity will be conducted through the aluminum foil, even when the window's open.
Yeah, I guess whoever made this puzzle had seen that movie. Unless it's also in some other movies, but Beverly Hills Cop 2 was the first one where I saw it. And it should work now, yes.
That went well. I should probably,
Satan!
Not again.
From days done by till days be done. The same befalls each golden sun, a silent shadow hanging long. Gripping terror doth grow and grow, never cast into the light, never is an end in sight.
What? What did you say? Where do you know this poem from?
The spirits of the forest whispered it to me.
Spirits of the forest? What's all that garbage?
Ghosts in robes. They've got horrible white faces. In the forest, near the haunted mine.
I guess he means...
Wait! Do you belong to the Order? Hello? That was the poem that Reginald Boris had on him. He probably belongs to the Order. And the bum said he heard the poem near the mine. I should go and have a look around there before I go and meet Angelina.
Okay, so that's not my choice then.
So it's here. Man, what's wrong with me? I was superstitious, I'd say a couple of ghosts just tried to make contact with me. But let's be rational here. I'm probably just losing my mind. Fantastic.
To be
Oh
honest,
well. Hopefully it's just lack of sleep and the exhaustion.
that stress, lack of sleep, exhaustion, that could be a reason.
I don't like it either, but it was right to send him.
Members of the Order, I gotta hide.
Well, that's the only where I can go. Can I go to the... Okay.
I never thought it would take on such proportions.
Once they opened the grave and the boy wasn't in it, I knew this would happen.
But he was so far away. Isn't it possible that the curse hadn't taken control of him?
She sees it differently. Otherwise, she wouldn't have tried to keep him captive.
Psst. She's coming. We thought we should meet in the mine today, due to the weather. Is that okay with you?
It makes no difference.
I should have guessed. Miss Valley's behind all this. She's little Vic's sister. She's been really involved in the whole thing. And of course, being a librarian, she knew the Order's history. She must have convinced a few people from the village to get involved. Then, for whatever reason, they've targeted me. And this Miss Valley will stop at nothing. I'm sure of that. Was Angelina in her way? I gotta find out.
Okay, so I was wrong with Miss Valley. Well, I couldn't have guessed she was part of the Order, but to be honest, that would make sense because of the Morgans. She lost her brother.
What does this mean? Why are we having this meeting?
Is there something new from Reginald?
What about the girl? Is she really here again?
Have you heard anything from Wales? There's some bad news. Brother Reginald is dead.
What the bloody hell did you just say?
Oh my god!
But this is not the time for mourning. The girl is still snooping around here, and what's worse, he has escaped.
How?
What are we gonna do if he finds out?
Silence. The danger is near. Very near. Both the girl and our American friend could destroy everything we've created over the last few years. I'm afraid we're forced into taking drastic measures.
But we can't.
We've got no other choice.
I better get out of here.
What was that?
Is someone there?
It's him!
Stop him!
Darren, it's all
The
right.
door!
We're not
Don't
going
let
to
him
hurt
escape.
you.
Okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Be careful!
You've got no chance.
I said stop him!
Don't let him escape!
Right. Well, this should be interesting. I'm guessing...
Mustn't escape.
I'm out of here.
Okay, yeah, if I can have a control.
I almost drowned just now.
Okay, we can go through here.
There he is!
Come
Well-
on, hurry up!
Can I have a control? So we can't...
No. Oh! No!
Okay, I have a little problem. I don't really know what am I supposed to be clicking. Is this... Yes, this should be a last save there. So yes, I need to... Oh. So I can close it from this side. Oh,
Closing the door.
Push it!
push it.
I can't hold it closed forever.
I know. Use the metal bar.
Very good. The iron bars will block the door for a while.
Do I need to use the lever again?
Nothing's happening. But it must be possible to open the door with this lever. I'll keep trying.
Okay. I have no idea what am I supposed to do, because he's not giving any indication if this is working or not. Am I? Did it?
Hell, come on! I gotta get the damn door open somehow.
Yes, I would hazard to guess we need to get the door open, but
Hell, come on!
the last time it was only one lever. Would they have changed that?
Hell, come on!
I have no idea. Is it something that I just need one lever? Was that something different?
Hell, come on!
And I have no idea if I get any indication if I have done it correct.
Okay, now the
Okay.
door's open. Let's get out of here.
So he acknowledges if it's open. Okay, that's good. Yes, an iron bar.
An iron bar. Perhaps I can fend off the guy with it.
Well, take it. Water hose. Do I do something with
Half
that?
of the hose. No idea who tidied it up again.
Do I use it for something? I can use it. Can I use it?
We're sorry, Darren, but we can't allow it.
No. Ah! No!
Okay. Hopefully we have an automatic save quite closer. So I do have the iron bar.
An iron bar.
It seems like I can't close the door.
Half of the hose.
Yeah, grab that. So... Oh, switch box. Switch box. Can I do something with that?
Quick,
Yes.
We'll have to pry it open.
Use the lever.
Please, can I use the iron bar in here? Apparently I cannot. At least not for now. Because this was originally in there, so it could
No way. Where and how is the hose supposed to stick?
Okay.
Good. I'll knot the hose tight in the middle of the bar.
Right. Okay, so what do I do now?
Perhaps it'll work. Yes. The bar's lying across the mouth of the pipe.
Okay, let's go up.
There he is! Shoot! Too late! Grab him!
You... Oh. Let's go to the tunnel. Hopefully I don't have to go through the... Well, apparently it seems like I have to. It's quite dark, I can't really see, but... let's see how this goes. I'll go to the front left. I'll take the wooden block off if I can.
Well, they sure aren't gonna follow me through this heavy grate. But I'd still better get out of here fast.
Yes. Yeah, I saw the guy coming over there, and front left. I can't really see front left. Okay, right. I need to get to the... I have no idea where I'm going at the moment.
Oh, that stinks.
You're in this stink area, but I want to go to the... We could...
It stinks as...
Do I...
It stinks especially bad in this section.
I really don't enjoy these mazes. Especially without light. Do I even have a light?
Oh, that stinks.
No, I don't have a light. So basically I'm just going around and hopefully find the right way. I wish this would be a little bit more automatic because we have done this already, so... And I don't think they can catch me anymore. But we will get there. Hopefully. I have no idea. Let's go back left. Because I guess we need to get to the area where we can go either to the garage or the hotel. And now I can't see anything. Back or front left? Let's go front. Where am I now? Okay, I'm gonna pause it, and when I'm on the exit, I'll continue from there. If something happens, then, well, I'll show it to you, but I'm guessing nothing happens. Okay, we are back at the entrance, and I'm actually making a save. So I don't have to do that ever again, hopefully. Minor nitpick, this could have been actually been automatic from the...
There's an iron ladder on the wall. I ought to be somewhere under the car park or thereabouts.
From the iron gate. Do I go out
There's
from...
a metal cover at the top of the ladder.
Okay, so are we going to the hotel then? Maybe. Where is this? Angelina's room? Because, to be honest, I can't see anything.
Oh, hi, Murray.
What the hell's going on here? You can smell that stench through the whole hotel. Pack your things immediately and get out of here!
There's something I gotta do very urgently, Murray. I'll be as quick as I can, and I promise it won't happen again.
No, it certainly won't.
All right, then. I'm here. What's going on?
Yes, as I was saying, I didn't have any light. My gamma is almost as much as it can be, and I really couldn't see anything, so that was a little tedious. Fortunately, nothing too serious. Every game has its own problems. That's not the biggest one. So we have tall grass and lighthouse. Let's check the tall grass.
Come out here and show yourself!
Why are you yelling? Why wouldn't you reconnoiter first?
Angelina? Where are you? Angelina! Angelina!
Last time I was here, I was almost buried alive. So you ought to be quiet.
I'd do anything for you! Why didn't you just tell me the truth? Oh no.
Now this is interesting.
Angelina.
color me surprised if that's Angelina. But who'd killed her then? If she's dead. I have a suspicion when thinking the first one, but I'm not certain. By first mind, I mean the first game.
Where am I? Something's not quite right here.
Well, no, the color is quite off, and I make a new save. And nice lighting. Chapter 5 starts, so penultimate chapter. That is interesting. So I'm guessing that was real Angelina. The corpse was a little bit iffy, we couldn't see clearly, but I'm guessing that was Angelina. So if that's Angelina, well, there was at least one who could kill her. What do we have here? Okay. In the Chronicle it says that the Order wants to stop some kind of an evil spirit being resurrected, complete garbage. First off, there are no evil spirits. Curses, magic, etc. Secondly, what have I got to do with it? I'm not about to summon up some hobgoblin. So why did the Order kidnap me then? Have they changed the Order's aims? When you hunt monsters, you have to watch out that one day you don't become a monster yourself. Okay. The Order is holding a meeting in the mine. Maybe that will give some information about what side they are on. Well, interesting is that, well, it seemed like the darts would be poison. Maybe they are, but yeah. I failed. I set off to rescue Angelina, and now she's dead. I doubted her instead of protecting her. Jeez. I've nothing more left in me, only hate for the murderer and then just vast emptiness. Yeah, the interesting part is, I don't know if we will meet the older Morgan lady. I think we probably will. The situation in here now is that it could be a possibility that we are the evil character. So we could have killed Angelina ourselves. One thing is also interesting is that again, the corpse, well, not clear to us, but I will have to believe that our character noticed that it was Angelina straight away, so on that cue, I think at the moment we think the Angelina is definitely dead. Unless our main character is unreliable narrator. I think we had a little problem with that in one of the Sherlock Holmes games. Can't remember, was it the Crimes and Punishment? Where he said something, the Sherlock Holmes said, but it didn't really be true. That was a little annoying. Anyways, neither here nor there. I'll take a quick break, and then we are trying to find out where exactly we are, or when. So, be right back. Okay, let's see. We have a tree, skull, few skulls, and apparently no inventory. So this could be a tree. Let's check the tree first.
Huh? Mom?
Darren? Darren, is that you?
Mom, what? But you're
not my son anymore.
But I... What the hell was that? Did I see a ghost?
Either that or we are in very lifelike dream. But you could be dreaming, obviously. Entrance or grave? Let's start with the gravestone. Obviously with the
It says Fuller. What's Fuller's grave doing here? Ugh.
You pussy. I'm gonna get you.
We'll see about that.
Right.
What the? I don't believe it.
Well, it really doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Let's go towards the entrance. That's the only thing we can do. This should be interesting.
Ah! Ah!
Hmm. Well, that was
a crazy dream.
some kind of a...
What was that? Hello? Ah!
Were you having a nightmare?
What?
What?
Who are you?
I'm Ralph.
My name's Darren. Where am I? Is this the old academy?
Mr. Bubby and I live here.
Do I ever want to know who's Mr. Bubby? Okay.
What are you two doing here? You and Mr. Bubby?
We live here.
You've already said. But, is there nowhere else you could live?
No, the evil house where we used to live doesn't exist anymore, and we didn't want to go back there anyway.
Could it be that you once lived in Sir Robert's sanatorium?
And Mr. Bubby too. He protects me and tells me what I have to do.
It's good to have a friend.
And Mr. Bubby says that all the time too.
Okay, there was the neighboring cell guy in the Black Mirror 1, and we had to give him a toy doll, if I remember correctly. Did we ever get his name? So would this be from the Black Mirror 1, Mr. Bobby and the neighboring cell? I could always check, but I can't remember. Well, I maybe check later, but not at the moment. I'm guessing that is from the Black Mirror 1. Maybe. Throwback to it. Anyways, fire.
Did you see the big fire at the lighthouse?
Yeah, I like fire.
You wouldn't have liked this one.
Angelina was here. She came, and then she went, and then she was here again, and then there was someone wearing a white mask, and then there was fire.
Hold on. You know Angelina?
Yes, she was here a lot.
So, there was Angelina and a man with a mask, and then there was a fire?
Yes. First we hid ourselves because it was thundering, and the bad man wasn't supposed to see us. But then the fire had shone so nice, we just looked. I like fire.
Yeah, and then?
Then the fire went out. The rain put it out. Then you came. You were calling out loudly, but I didn't know what. Then you fell down and stopped moving. Mr. Bubby said I ought to get you into the dry.
Tell Mr. Bubby thanks from me. That was a good idea.
Mr. Bubby says, my pleasure. We don't often get visitors here.
What happened then?
Then the police arrived. We don't like them. They wanted to take us away to here. Then along came a really nice black car. It looked a lot different from the police cars or the cars we sometimes see in the village. It looked kind of old, but it was very nice and shiny. But it wasn't there for long.
Okay.
Did you see who was sitting in it?
No.
I'm guessing it's from the Black Mirror castle.
Isn't it dangerous here? The ruins look like they're in danger of collapsing.
Sometimes stones do fall down when it's stormy and there's thunder or if the wind's blowing wildly. But then we always hide anyway. Mr. Bubby is scared of thunderstorms.
Are there good hiding places here then? Maybe some hidden rooms or passages?
We always hide ourselves here in our house. Nothing can happen to us here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what about Angelina?
You said that Angelina was here quite often.
Yeah?
When was the first time she was here?
I don't know.
Approximately. Around about... What do you reckon?
100 years ago?
Huh. And what did she do here?
She had a very careful look around at everything, and then she found our house. She said she was looking for something. A door that led under the ground.
When she was here yesterday and disappeared for a short while, where was that?
I don't know. Mr. Bubby wanted to make himself nice for her and didn't look.
Mr. Bubby wanted to make himself nice for Angelina?
I think Mr. Bubby was a bit in love with her. But he could never bring himself to tell her.
And now, it's too late.
Maybe he'll tell her next time, when she comes to visit us. You think she'll come and see us again soon?
That's, I don't know, Ralph. Perhaps.
So she was burned, probably. Well, that would explain the body. But again, that would... well, we have to assume Angelina is dead.
You know Black Mirror Castle?
I've never been there. I think there are bad people that live there. Sir Robert lived there, and he was bad.
Yes, he was.
Our friend Samuel used to know the castle.
Samuel Gordon?
He used to help me and Mr. Bubby. I liked him. But then when they shut down Sir Robert's wicked house, they said that Samuel was a wicked person as well. I don't believe that. Sometimes you do things that are wrong, but you don't mean to be wicked. Wicked voices make you do it, said Mr. Bubby.
I need to get going, Ralph.
See you.
Okay, that was something that confirmed that he is from the Black Mirror one, okay. Anything... Where we got Bush Ruins Gallery. Can I take any pictures? I might as well try, but I can. Okay.
I think that the picture has turned out very well.
Very well. So. We have stairs.
The staircase leads to nothing. It must have fallen down at some point.
Are you certain? Maybe you are. Hideout.
This shed looks anything but livable. On the other hand, Ralph will be better off here than in a sanatorium. You can't begin to imagine what that crazy Robert had done with the inmates.
To be honest, that looks quite cozy.
Not exactly what you'd call a cozy home sweet home. The corrugated iron will keep the rain off, but it must get hellish cold in there, especially in winter. The poor guy.
Well, that might be true.
I'd just like to get a bit closer to Ralph. If only I knew what I could talk to him about. I think he's a bit weird.
What was the giveaway? Gallery. Nothing wrong, of course.
This must have been a grand hall. Maybe with a gallery. There's the remains of the first story.
And whatever the experiments that Robert did to him also caused.
I think it's an elder bush, but I'm not 100% sure. The branches are very long and straight, too. Very typical for them. It's pretty difficult to break off branches like these when the bush is full of sap. They have a thick, flexible bark and fibrous inner that you simply can't snap.
How do you know so much about plants? I think you said earlier you don't know about plants. And now you're telling me about elder bush.
The raven flew out of a crack in the rock. There might be a cavity behind that.
Right. And apparently we have a chess puzzle to be solved probably at some point.
A solid stone slab. It looks like there could be a space behind it. But how can I shift this slab? It's gotta weigh a ton.
It's a vault door, and obviously we are going to use this puzzle to open this door. But why are we checking that grass? Maybe there's...
Hey, what's this then?
I don't know. What is it? A stone figure? A chess piece?
It's a little stone figure. Looks like a chess piece. It's the queen.
Yeah, should be. Yes. Anything else? Stones?
These stones look a bit weird somehow. They don't look like they've all fallen like this just by chance. It looks like they've been stacked up.
Okay. What's under them? Under them
There's
then.
a chess piece lying there. That's gotta be a pawn.
What's with the chess puzzles? Most of the games has some kind of chess puzzle. So there's nothing there. Do I have everything? I don't know. Let's see.
A heavy stone pedestal. There are 4 recesses. I can see some remaining bits of black and white coloring in between. Like a chessboard.
But maybe it's a checkers. So 4 recesses. Anything else? Why are you moving? Just look at it. Stare at
This is
it.
supposed to be some kind of chessboard, and the pieces are conspicuous in their absence.
Yeah, so we need... What happens if I...
Nothing's happening.
Does it matter where I stick it?
I heard a quiet click.
Okay, so they have to be on the right.
Nothing's happening. I heard a quiet click. I still haven't got all the pieces together.
Okay, this might be easier chess puzzle than I thought. So we need 2 pieces.
It's pretty difficult to break off branches like these. They have a thick, flexible...
Yeah, do you, Ralph, know anything about chess pieces? Have you found any?
Hello, Ralph?
Hi, Darren.
What about the raven?
I saw a raven there a short while ago.
We don't like him. He's always screeching and flapping, and he steals things.
He steals things.
He once stole the lid off one of our cans.
He likes shiny things.
Me too. And it was our lid.
Okay, what about chess pieces?
Do you, by any chance, know anything about the chess pieces that are hidden somewhere around here?
What are chess pieces?
Little figures that are kind of kings, queens, castles, and knights. They're usually small and made out of wood. But I'm looking for bigger ones made from stone.
Mr. Bubby found one like that. It's a horse, a really nice one.
Hey, cool. Would you lend it to me?
It's Mr. Bubby's toy.
And would Mr. Bubby lend it to me?
Mr. Bubby plays with the horse. If you take it away, then he have nothing left to play with.
Solid
I
reasoning.
understand. But what if I brought him something else to play with? What does he like playing with?
With horses.
And, what else?
Mr. Bubby likes music. Maybe you can get him something he can play music on. You can get him a piano.
That could be a problem.
Okay, so we need to find stuff.
I need to get going, Ralph.
See you.
What do I actually have? Not much. Let's check the diary, and we could actually read the latest entry. I need to... Naive. Vast emptiness. Okay, latest task. So search the ruins. Ralph said Angelina was often here also in the past few days. Was she hiding here? If I find her camp, there might be some important clues there. Oh, okay. If I should really check the task, because of course that we need to find a camp. If Angelina left any clues there, then they'll be behind the stone door. It's gotta be possible to open it somehow. A present for Ralph. Ralph's got one of the chess pieces and he isn't just gonna give it to me. What should I do? It's not as if I could bring him a piano. Lovely drawing. Okay. So let's leave from here and maybe we could go and check the poor Angelina. Burnt grass. Okay, it was burnt grass. Okay.
I can still see her. The charred body hunched so unnaturally. Terrible. I'll never be able to forget this image my whole life long.
Don't worry, it will get worse for you.
The fire
I
didn't spread much. The grass was already wet before it rained. Those bastards covered her in gasoline and put a match to her. I hope she was already... I hope she didn't have to suffer too long. When I get my hands on these guys, I'll avenge Angelina. And I'll avenge myself. They've taken away the only person that still meant something to me. Wind and rain will wash away the ashes. The grass will grow. And in a month, it'll look as if nothing ever happened. But no one will forget Angelina. I'll make sure of that.
Okay. So here we are, knife, crevice, and willow tree. But let's check the note and that.
A small smudged note. It says, The king went north, the pawn went south, the queen... I can hardly read the rest. And the knight to the... something ST.
So the location where you put the chess pieces, but to be honest, it apparently gives a loud click when it's in correct position, so that really doesn't matter.
They look like they've been hanging there for decades.
I'm almost certain that they probably have been hanging there for
They
decades.
sound eerie.
That might be the idea. Knife. Oh yes.
There's a knife sticking out of the wooden beam. It looks like someone's been carving into the beam. With little talent, but a lot of patience.
Can I take the knife? I can. So that's it. Then the crevice. What's inside the crevice?
What's that amongst the stones?
Probably a chess piece, yes.
A chess piece. The king. I wonder who put the chess piece there. It can't have been sitting there between the stones long. It's not been weathered at all and looks brand new.
Well. Let's see if we can find the...
A card from the Willow Creek area. It's marked where the murders took place 12 years ago. I want to find out what Angelina was looking for in the runes first.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to leave. Okay. So the point is I need to find something behind the runes. Can I use the knife to this bush? I don't know what we are going to do with it, but we will find out soon. Apparently we can use it.
I'll cut a little piece out of a branch.
Are you making...
I saw that on TV
Yeah.
once. If you hit the bark with a hard object, like with a knife, then the bark loosens itself from the wood. Then, with just a bit of pressure, you can push the piece of wood out of the bark. Just cut a slit in the bark here, push the piece of wood back in a little, and there you go. A whistle.
Yeah, I have done from willow. Willow usually is good for that also. So now we can give the whistle to Ralph, I'm guessing. And hopefully we get the chess piece.
Hey, Ralph! Have a look at what I got here.
Wow! That's much better than a piano.
And smaller, too. Now, can I just borrow the horse for a short while if I give you the whistle for it?
Okay.
Okay, now we have all the pieces. Keep practicing. Sounds good already. So let's stick knight in here, and I think the...
I heard a quiet click.
Yeah, like I said, it's nice we have the note, but to be honest, we heard a click. It's enough.
I heard a quiet click.
And it worked. The vault is open. Hello there, vault dweller. Let's go and see what we can see. Hopefully something very interesting. Yeah, we just need to feed the bird. Did he just steal something?
Damn bird again. He's got his own private way into this room.
Obviously, because this is his lair. So what can we do in here? We have rucksack, oil lamp, sleeping bag, gate, and a stone plinth. Let's start with the rucksack.
I'd say the raven pecked it apart. Maybe he was looking for something edible, or more sparkling things.
Or both. Most likely both. What can be?
Some clothes. They really could have belonged to Angelina. And here, a little book. Is that
what? Some kind of diary.
That's gotta be Angelina's diary. And here, there's a folded note in the book. But one thing at a time. What's she written on the last pages?
Okay, we are reading automatically.
Tuesday. I found him.
He's called Darren Michaels. Or rather, that's the name that they have given him, if I'm right about my suspicions. He's very nice. I don't think he has the faintest idea about the whole thing. I wanted to speak to Mrs. Michaels, but nobody came to the door when I rang the bell. There seems to be a man following me. Even before my departure, I had the feeling of being watched. What does the man want from me? Evening. Mrs. Michaels has had a terrible accident. She's lying in hospital with severe head injuries. I wonder if she had already fallen when I rang the bell. Oh, God, I'm imagining all sorts of horrible things. Wednesday. I've been arrested for the murder of a man whom I barely know. I was led into a trap. A voice told me over the phone that they had information about Darren. When I arrived at the store, I discovered the body and was promptly arrested. I think my pursuer is behind this. Or am I being paranoid? Who can have an interest in finally ending all of this? Afternoon. Darren is so sweet the way he's really gone to town to help me. He's so ready to help. He's a bit of an oddball, but I like him a lot. Doesn't matter if he is who I think he is. I've found a good friend. Or maybe more. Later. Reginald Boris. That's my pursuer's name. There's no doubt anymore. He's here to hinder my search, to stop what I'm doing. Who has sent him? Evening. It's him. I know it now. He brought a little casket with him on our first date. Inside there was a photo of his mother and the servant Bates. They were standing in front of the gate at Black Mirror Castle. I recognized it immediately. He simply has to be a Gordon. His mother had an affair, and after the fire, she went to the USA. But I don't have the guts to tell him. His mom's lying in the hospital, and he has enough to worry about. On the other hand, I've got to find out who my new adversaries are. What might happen if I were to take Darren back to Willow Creek, and in doing so, bring him into danger? I couldn't forgive myself for that. I'll go back on my own and start my own investigations into who our enemies are. I'll tell Darren everything at some point.
Well, it would appear that Angelina is probably not the evil part in this game. But, so that would mean we are part of the Morgans, and that would mean that the curse is also part of us. But why Angelina is doing all of this? He's not part of the Order. It would seem like it. So why he was searching for us? Why he was interested in all of this? Well, we will find out. Let's continue.
Like I thought. Angelina knew more than she let on the whole time, and she put herself in danger to protect me. It all fits together. The payments from Willow Creek, there being no pictures of my father, and me not being able to remember him. There was no car crash. There was a fire in the castle, and my mother was injured then. She was sent to the USA, and received a pension, or maybe hush money. The only thing I don't understand, what is it all about? What did Angelina want to achieve, and what does the Order want to prevent? And most importantly, what have I got to do with it?
Yeah, yep. I'm guessing it's hush money. Yeah, what was the Angelina wanting to achieve? The achieving part is a little problematic. She still could have some, because apparently she knows about the curse. But what was her angle in this? All these things. What about this message?
This note was stuck in the diary. It's a letter. Darren, I hope this letter finds you.
I can't tell you just how sorry I am that I wasn't honest with you right from the start. I've underestimated the danger from the Order for way too long. I've been playing a little game, and now it looks like I've lost. The Order's agents are creeping through the ruins, and it's only a matter of time until they discover this room. I'm going to hide the pieces, and I'm going to try to break through to get to the village. Perhaps I can at least keep them away from the gate. Should you be reading this letter, then I haven't made it. And so, I ask you to complete my work. You don't believe in the curse, I know that. How could you, though? You were so far away. But I came across some illustrations during my studies, and it's all true. Terrible things happen here every 12 years. And that's been going on for centuries. Maybe it's mass suggestion, or maybe it's some kind of radiation, or maybe it's a curse. Call it what you like, but it has to stop. The key to all evil is hidden beneath the Academy. A chamber which was used centuries ago for some kind of dark rites. There are also the soul keys which Samuel Gordon discovered 12 years ago. Destroy them. Destroy everything. And if it's all just a fantasy in the people's heads around here, take away the reason for them to fear. But guard yourself against the Order. It is an occult sect which I had believed to have died out. A great mistake. It still exists. They mess about with dead bodies and they want your blood. According to the legend, only a male Gordon can open the cult's chamber, touch the soul keys, and carry out the dark rituals. That is why I was looking for you. I believe that you are the last of the Gordons. You are in the greatest danger, as long as the keys and summoning chamber are not destroyed. Then the Order will hunt you down to the very ends of the earth. Up until now, I haven't managed to penetrate the catacombs. To open the gate, you need to have the mosaic tiles. I have only found one. It's in my rucksack. The other two are hidden somewhere within the castle. The only clue I have to the hiding place of one of the other tiles is a name. Maximilian Mortimer Gordon. You have to return to Black Mirror Castle and look for the mosaic tiles there. The danger is great, since I'm sure that most of the castle's residents are also members of the Order, so don't make yourself known to them. It's the only chance of getting the mosaic pieces, and the only chance, perhaps, to discover who your father is. It's all so awful, Darren. It's as though I've opened Pandora's box. I wanted to do something good, and in doing so have brought you into terrible danger. I hope that everything will come good in the end, and that we too can start afresh together. With love, Angelina.
Again, everything would point out that Angelina stumbled on this thing and she wanted to end all of this. It would seem like she believed in the curse. I don't know, maybe it's because of the first game, I really still don't trust everything I read, but it would seem at the moment that Angelina is trying to stop this, but so is the Order in its way, at least according to the book. And it's interesting that first they, well, The only thing we can
A
do...
curse? All of this because of a curse. The blood of the Gordons. An occult secret society which like to call up the devil in person. It's all so crazy. How can you kill folks in the name of such a fantasy? How can anyone get so caught up in this superstitious baloney that they kill for it? But Angelina's right. Bizarre as these people's motives might be, they're gonna keep on going as long as they can see a chance of achieving their goal. They've gotta be stopped. And I'm gonna stop them. Angelina's death shouldn't have been completely in vain.
The funny thing is, you are doing exactly what you probably shouldn't be doing. You're opening the doors, you are collecting the keys. Yeah, it's been 12 years since last episode, so... not looking too good. Basically everything that... even the notes and diaries are directing us towards the... fulfilling the possible curse, whether or not he believes it. And this reminds me quite a lot of Damien. Anyways, what else do we...
A piece of mosaic's not in the rucksack, and there's nothing else lying around here. But I should check inside the sleeping bag, just to make sure.
Yeah, either it's in there or the...
An old-fashioned oil lamp. This place must have been even spookier in flickering light from a flame.
Or the bird has it.
I'd rather leave it where it is.
Fine. Sleeping bag.
Nothing. No mosaic tiles. I think I know who's got it.
You do?
Not only have I got to get the 2 pieces from the castle, I've also got to retrieve another from a feathered thief.
Oh, he's not thief. It was left here. Let's check the gate. With birds, food usually does the trick. Or another shiny bees. Yeah, you're not opening that.
The gate won't move, and I can't see a latch or a keyhole.
No. Stone plinth.
A stone plinth. The pieces of mosaic that Angelina wrote about fit in the 3 grooves on each side of it.
Yes, so do I have anything I could trade? I don't think so. Let's see the diary. The thieving raven has stolen the mosaic piece. I'm not gonna let that feathered creature get away with it. I'm gonna get back what's mine. Yeah, well, it's more mine than it's his. Well, we could argue about that. Latest entry. Angelina's diary. Anything else? Vast emptiness. Angelina's diary. That's it then. Angelina thinks that I am a Gordon. And I believe that too. My mom had an affair with one of the Gordons, so their blood must flow in my veins. And this is all about my blood. Completely crazy. Angela has gotten herself drawn into a dangerous thing. She's let herself get infected with this paranoia and paid for it with her life. Just like Reginald Boris and maybe others. Even if it's all hooey that the Order's murdering for, they're doing it and they'll keep doing it until I stop them. I'm going to finish off what Angelina started. Anything else inside the rucksack?
A piece of mosaic's not in the rucksack, and there's nothing else lying around here. And the raven flew in the direction of the castle.
A castle, you say?
So the raven got in here.
Yeah, we know already that.
Blackmere Castle. It'd be best if I walk and steer clear of the village and the roads.
So we are going straight to the Black Mirror Castle. That should be interesting. After all, Master Bates is still there, if I remember correctly. Or should be.
I knew my path would one day lead here. I'll find out who my father is, find the mosaic pieces, and make sure that Angelina's death hasn't been in vain. But I gotta be damn careful. According to Angelina, at least one of the castle's residents is a member of the Order. Maybe I can find out who that is.
Alright then, Black Mirror Castle. Somehow all paths seem to lead here. All I have to look around the castle and get the answers I'm searching for. Okay, I don't know why I said that like that, but we are done. Let's make a save. So, what do we have? A nymph.
The two stone figures look almost identical.
Usually, when you make statues over next to the gate, it's more customary to have identical statues.
I can't see anything that could be of interest.
Not always, of course. There are some.
I wouldn't even have dreamed of standing in front of this gate a few days ago.
Some differences maybe somewhere, but usually it's best to have, say, similar statues. It's more harmonious like that.
The stone figurine is a naked woman, a nymph.
Mailbox.
Huh. The lock on the letterbox seems to be damaged.
Is that important?
Empty.
Okay, so it's empty. Anything else in this statue then?
I can't see anything peculiar.
Okay, what about this third one?
It seems they're a bit more relaxed with nudity here in England.
Well, it's a statue.
Alright. It seems they're a bit more relaxed with nudity here.
Okay, gate. There was something over here.
It looks just like the photo. It almost looks like time stood still here.
I guess it did, because it was quite dilapidated already when Samuel was roaming around these areas.
The gate is bolted and made of solid iron. There's no way through there.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that we would use the...
Castle looks real gloomy. The overgrown garden, the damp fog, and my current state of mind don't really help it seem any friendlier.
That is true. Let's see if I can take a picture. No. What about the nymph? No. Mailbox. There's a bell, there's a nymph, there's a branch.
There's a really thick branch lying in the undergrowth. Looks solid.
Yeah, let's take the branch, and I probably try to open the gate, but if that doesn't work, I'll ring the bell.
It's damp but not rotten. It must have broken off the tree quite recently. Maybe in the storm yesterday.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess I need to ring the bell.
Huh. The braces on this door are badly weathered. Two have turned to rust and aren't even connected to the door frame at the bottom.
Or am I just...
No way. The braces are only connected to the frame on one side, but they're much more resistant than I thought.
Before we use the brute force, I'll see if I do something with the bell.
An electric doorbell? I was expecting an old bell.
Well, probably no one would hear it from here.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
I'll try once more.
Still nothing.
Third time's the charm.
Really seems to be broken.
Okay, fine. Let's use the branch to door.
Using this branch as a lever should work.
Yeah, I would think so.
That's it.
So, into the garden we go.
Hey! How did you get in here?
Through the door.
The gate was open.
Really? I'll wring that brat's neck. I've told her 100 times that the gate must always stay closed if we don't want yobbos snooping around the grounds.
If you're referring to me, I'm not a yobo. I'm a policeman.
So
You don't say. Then you're sure to have ID. Can I help you, sir?
I've told Mr.
Lewis, good sir. To you, it's just Lewis. You'll take care of this bit. Wonderful. You will have to excuse our gardener, sir. How can I help you?
My name is Falk. I'm investigating a murder that occurred at the lighthouse last night.
I heard about that. Terrible. But tell me, your accent.
I'm part of an exchange program. The United States, Canada, and Great Britain exchange detectives to learn about the various investigative methods. Sherlock Holmes meets Dick Tracy, you might say.
If the government deems it necessary.
Quick victory party.
What about Inspector Collier? Shouldn't he be accompanying you?
He's, sick today.
I see. He is getting on a bit. How can I help you?
Phew.
I'm almost certain that, yeah, the Collier was in the first one, if I remember correctly. Also, let's start with the Black Mirror.
This is an amazing property.
Indeed. It's a place steeped in history.
Unfortunately, all that history often had plenty to do with blood, death, and misfortune, from what I've heard.
The Gordon family was often put to the test. That's true.
Forgive me for putting it like this, but the castle doesn't make the best impression.
I don't understand what that has to do with your inquiry, Mr. Falk.
Nothing, just an observation.
A witness saw an unusual black car at the crime scene.
What do you mean by unusual? The Gordon family does have a classic 30s English automobile in its possession.
Unusual enough. Were you up on the cliff with the car this morning?
The ladies haven't driven out anywhere today. And I also don't think that Lewis has taken the car either. Ask him. He looks after the car. Mainly when he should be looking after the garden.
Interesting. And Louis.
This Lewis has a bit of an abrupt manner.
He's Welsh.
Ah, that explains it.
He came with his mistress, Lady Eleanor, when she moved in here after the death of her husband. He used to look after her castle's gardens in Wales. He used to have a different kind of work ethic.
I do remember that, yes.
Lady Eleanor owns a castle in Wales?
She does. Her husband, Sir Richard, was killed in a dreadful accident a few years back. She moved here soon after that.
Interesting.
Lady Eleanor. Yeah, that was the one of the... Samuel's ghost.
What can you tell me about Samuel's ghost, which some of the tourists believe they've seen?
Indeed, there are a few tourists who believe they have seen him. But nothing unusual has happened for 12 years now, apart from the castle being virtually besieged by tourists every now and again.
But not anymore.
No. Although Only yesterday there was a married couple who came to see the castle and its alleged ghost. Since they asked me politely in advance, I let them have a look around the garden. But did they find what they wanted? I very much doubt it. There are no ghosts here.
I'll be judge of that. And a lady is.
You said ladies.
Lady Victoria, she owns Black Mirror Castle, and Lady Eleanor is a relative of hers from Wales. The ladies are the last of the Gordons. They reside here in the castle.
Can I have a word with them?
I would prefer it if you didn't disturb them. Lady Victoria is not a young woman.
No harm in a few words, surely.
Whatever there might be to discuss, you can also discuss with me. I've been involved with the Gordons for more than 70 years. I can tell you everything you may wish to know.
Okay, and Angelina.
This woman has been murdered. Did you know her?
Are you sure, sir?
Sadly, yes. Her name is Angelina Morgan. You seem to recognize her.
Come with me, sir. We'll have to show this to the ladies.
Interesting.
Fine.
And I just realized one thing. I have always think Angelina Morgan as a Gordon. I don't know why. That's my brains there.
I'll announce your arrival.
What's her name?
What's that in the mirror?
Mr. Falk, their ladyships are ready to receive you.
Mr. Falk, is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I didn't sleep well. Lady Victoria? Lady Eleanor. My name is Inspector Falk. I'm investigating a murder case.
Bates said you had a photograph of the victim.
That's right. Do you know her?
What's her name?
Angelina Morgan.
I don't know her.
If that's everything.
I do have a few more questions.
It's all right, Bates. Of course, we will be glad to cooperate with the police. Drive to the village and do the job I asked you to do. I'm sure the inspector will keep us company.
Very well, Mom.
Well, this is curious.
So, how can we help you?
So, again, is it Angelina, Gordon, or Morgan? I can't remember. Somehow Okay, let's continue.
You seem to be extremely keen to see the picture of the dead woman, and Bates had a noticeable reaction when I showed him the picture. You are sure that you don't know this young lady?
Quite sure. Only we are concerned. The murder took place quite close to here.
Not the first.
Sadly, you're quite right. It's now. It's 12 years ago, you understand? So many years. And now there's another murder.
Tell me about the series of murders 12 years ago.
No. It doesn't have a thing to do with this crime.
Leave all that alone. Please confine yourself to this murder case. This is quite bad enough already.
Well, that's fair. Bates?
Your butler Bates seems to be looking after you.
He has been our butler for decades. He is something like the decent soul of this house. He sees it as his highest duty to do all he can for my well-being. Also, even if he neglects his own welfare.
Is he ill?
Yes, I fear he is. We've often suggested that he sit with us and enjoy some peace and quiet for a while, but he always strictly denies that he can no longer fulfill his obligations. We've recently taken on domestic help to at least help him out a little.
Well, thinking about Bates, he probably gets insulted if he would find that out. Anyways, can I look around?
May I look around the castle? I'd very much like to talk to Lewis one more time.
Of course. We have nothing to hide. Stay as long as you like. Only please keep away from the private rooms.
That goes without saying, ma'am.
Can I talk to you? Do you have anything else?
You've only been living here a few years, Lady Eleanor?
That's right. I didn't want to live alone in a big house after my husband died.
So you moved in with your relatives in Willow Creek and brought Lewis with you?
Lewis was our gardener in Wales. He is sometimes a bit difficult, but I didn't have the heart to lay him off. I offered him to come with me and look after the garden here.
Which he doesn't seem to do.
Well, he didn't cope very well with having to leave his garden and his home in Wales.
Okay, that's... yeah, okay. Castle in Wales.
Tell me about your estate in Wales.
It's a lovely castle. Not as big or old as this one. I haven't been back since we left. I'm afraid it's probably in a terrible condition. And the marsh has probably spread even further. It's terrible. I couldn't stomach seeing our home like that. We had many happy years there.
When did your husband die?
A few years ago, Sir Richard, my husband, was a scientist. He did his experiments in a summer house. I used to joke that he would blow himself up one day. I didn't really believe that that's exactly what would happen.
Huh. I'm willing to bet that I was imprisoned in Lady Eleanor's castle. It all fits together perfectly. And the phone call would suggest that it wasn't chosen at random. Did she make her old estate available for the Order to use?
Possibility for sure. But again, that's a little odd. The Order caught me, put me in the bunker, where I was quite locked in. Then they catch me again in the same bunker, and then they bring me to Wales. It could be a possibility, but again, there might be, well, another party to get in the blame. Anyways, let's go with Louise.
Lewis is here of his own free will. I don't understand why he doesn't give this new life a go.
You are young, Mr. Falk. You don't know what it's like having to leave your home behind you. Lewis's roots are in Wales. A tree withers without roots.
Why doesn't he go back then?
I've suggested it to him. I promised him a small amount of money to start him off. First, I thought he would do it, but then he stayed after all.
Strange.
He's a complicated man. He's been working for me for over 20 years, but I still don't have the feeling that I actually know him. I think he blames me for his unhappiness. He only ever speaks to me if it can't be avoided, and I can see that hate in his eyes.
Well, that is strange, and it will be interesting to see was the explosion an accident or not. Huh. Even more questions. I have to hand it to this game. This has a twists and turns, and little plots here and there. It's hard to say what what are connected to the main story and what are just there to be there.
What kind of research was Sir Richard doing?
He had very diverse interests. After the tragedy 12 years ago, he was mainly concerned with, well, with blood.
With blood?
He was convinced that the Gordons' blood must somehow be different from that of other people. I think he was looking for a scientific explanation for all of the misery that has accompanied the family for hundreds of years.
A curse in a test tube.
Insanity is hereditary, as you may know. Why not misfortune?
Or the misfortune is only the result of the hallucinations. That explains what Angelina was looking for in Wales. She was hoping that Richard had found out something interesting before he died. I'm going to have another look around. Goodbye, Lady Eleanor.
It's nice to see another face in this house.
Okay. No. What do we have inside here? We need to have something for the Raven, obviously. Angelina's diary, my mom, Angelina's... I'm going to finish up. What's that? Black Mirror. It looks like the two old ladies, Lady Victoria and Lady Eleanor, have been forgotten by the world and time itself. They're quietly sitting out their lives, waiting for death. The pair of them have lost everything. They're both bitter and no longer have a role in life. That's quite harsh. But the interesting part is, if he was studying the blood, why the explosion? Was it a accident, or was it doing of the order? Oh, maybe it was the order who did it, or, well, interesting to see. And why do I... And why do I always thought Angelina is Gordon, not Morgan? Is it just my mind playing tricks on me? Because, yeah, lots of talk about Gordons, and it's quite similar with the Morgan, and then it's Gordon and Morgan. And I've been going through that all the game, and now I can't really make sure about that. That was awkward if I'd been thinking her as a Gordon while she's been truly Morgan. I don't think there's any note that would say her last name. Let's see. That's a cute bird. Angelina's room, and she's from... okay. Secret door. Proof of dealings, Mrs. Biber. Okay, I don't know where I get it from. What do you say if I check this?
I'm gonna keep this portrait of Angelina. She looked...
Okay, Part of the poem folder.
Newspaper, an absolute
Did we have anything?
Dear Darren, I haven't been completely...
Okay, so no last name. Anyways, I think this is the end of this episode. On next episode, we are starting to go around the Black Mirror Castle and see what we can find. We need mosaic pieces, find the bird, and see what else we can find from here. And I'm still baffled. Why is it Morgan or Gordon? Have I been mixing this up all the time? Which is awkward if that's... But that's possibility. I'm bad with names most of the times. So if it's quite close each other, then it's... Because again, I'm thinking I'm saying Dark Mirror when I should be saying Black Mirror. This is a Black Mirror, not Dark Mirror. Hopefully I haven't said Dark Mirror. I may have had said that at some point. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's still a good game. And yeah, and next episode we are going to do the castle grounds and see what the castle is hiding. Hopefully something interesting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.